Hello YouTube, this is VFR Pilot, and today we are going to talk about this sword. Almost knocked them all down. This is a Darksword Armory two-handed Gothic sword, and I've owned this sword since I believe February of 2020. And I did a video back then on it, but to be honest with you, it sucked. So I'm going to revisit this and do a video about this really awesome, good value two-handed longsword. So first off, there are other videos out there. Other content creators have done videos on this sword. So I'm going to try not to be redundant. I'm basically just going to share some of my opinions, some of my thoughts. And number one is what a good value this is. Darksword Armory does a very good job of providing a very high quality product at that price point. And one thing that they do probably better than anyone else are hand forged hollow ground blades, which is perfect for this type of sword, which is an 18B, an Oakeshott XVIIIb. And that blade is really a gem. It's really fantastic. Didn't come particularly sharp, but one thing it did come with is a very high polish. Some people might not like it, but I like it. It doesn't want to take on rust quite as easily as that Arms Arm or Black Prince or that Albion Sempak. And I do like the way it looks. Let's talk about that fishtail pommel a little bit. Originally I thought it was just decorative, but then I realized later that it does have some function to it. If I wanted to grab it down here and really reach out with a thrust, that's really some far extension. Also, the leverage. I guess too, if you wanted to throw it Monty Python style through the slit in the visor. But very beautiful, also functional in my opinion. And here's the elephant in the room. And Matt Easton talked about this in his review. He did a very comprehensive review, more so than I'm going to do. But I completely agree with him. This crossguard is too short. I really wish it was longer. Something maybe DSA could do is maybe offer a retrofit service. You know, something fair, where you send in your sword, they replace it with the longer guard, where they make a little bit of money, but the customer gets a little longer crossguard if they like. Something maybe they should consider. The other thing I want to point out is my particular example is very nice. In particular, the transition between the the crossguard and the blade on my example is a lot cleaner than Matt's. So where I'm going with this is there's probably some variation in the manufacturing right there. The other thing about the grip that I really like is it's kind of a hexagonal shape. So this sword really doesn't want to twist in your hand. It's really good for edge alignment. So let's also make some comparison to Albion's Regent. That originally was the sword that I wanted, but it's also much more expensive. And if you look at the Regent, you'll notice that it does have a longer crossguard. And the other thing you'll notice is it tapers. It's a little bit more elegant in this area here. Tapers a little finer, a little steeper. And you'll also, with an Albion, you'll get a really clean ping. Let's see if you can see the ping on this. and that gap will be very tight. Into the hollow ground sections will be fit tighter than that. But that's really good. So I very much like this sword. It's fun to swing around. It didn't come particularly sharp. So if you purchase it and you want to do serious cutting with it, you will have to sharpen it. And if I was to pick one longsword of the three that I have here, between the Arms and Armor Black Prince, the Albion Sempak, or this DSA two-handed Gothic sword, I would have to take the Sempak. It's just a little bit, the fit and finish on it's just a little bit better. It feels just as good in the hand. Matter of fact, I think it's a little lighter. But all in all, this is a tremendous value. And it did come with the Scabbard. And again, Matt Easton does a lot better job talking about the Scabbard. The benefit for me is that will fit in the same Scabbard. It's so generic. That will fit in the same Scabbard. So really, I have one Scabbard to fit all three of these. Now, they don't fit particularly well, but it works. In any case, this is VFR Pilot. Thank you for watching. Signing off.